Right. Why is my brightness so low? I can't even see the screen. I'm also still eating supper because I didn't have a chance to eat supper.
That's fine.
It's okay. I'm putting together the last bits and bobs. But do one of you two lovely individuals want to bring Cal up to speed on what he missed while he was playing with the NPCs?
I'll admit I can do that one.
Shit! You know how bad my ADHD is for recaps?
Nominated.
Sand.
Like, I always forget what happened. I, like, literally have an entire blank until someone starts, and then I'm like, oh, yeah, I remember now. So, the one part, I don't remember how it all started.
I'm the
But
same.
we were
I'm
crossing
kind of
the
in
desert.
the same boat. So that's why I threw you under the bus.
Yes. Go ahead. I don't mind. So we made it to this area where the town was...
Went from 2 to 0 people talking.
Pretty much. We made it to where this town was supposed to be, where we were supposed to find my great aunt to invite her to the wedding. And we didn't see a town per se, but there was lights in like a canyon style thing. But before we could get super close to it, we all of a sudden had like these awesome little tribal hunter dudes surrounding us. Which was cause for a little bit of alarm until they saw that I was a vampire and decided to treat me like frickin' royalty.
Nice.
We don't know all the ins and outs of it yet, but they kind of worship the great aunt that we're there for. Who had gone out for something.
The Mati.
What did they call her?
The Mati.
Mati, that's right. So they worship her. But she had gone missing. So we were like, well, okay, I guess, I mean, we're here. We need to invite her to a wedding, so I guess we're going after her. So we went after her and had a little mini dungeon crawl with these deformed ones that are pretty awful. They're big, and they've got wacky body anatomy, and they're covered in sores, and it's a whole disgusting pussy mess. We got past on the way in, no problem, but trying to get out with the vampire lady and her companions was a little bit tricky. I think we lost one of the companions yet too on our way out, but we did manage to get out.
Yeah, he didn't. He got in the way of the cook, and the cook got him real good.
Yeah, the cook was creepy as shit. We got past the cook by me rolling awesome on stealth, and John was invisible, but he also tripped. But because he was invisible, thank goodness the cook didn't notice us. It was pretty good. It was a great time.
Yeah, John, the Lupini tripped on something going across the room, and then the cook went looking for what made the noise, and looked directly at Lupini, but didn't see anything, so must have been rats.
Which, no lie, I was half a second from summoning just as a distraction, but didn't have to.
So yes, they had discovered a group, this village, which, as they were approaching, they were actually ambushed by them. They explained that the Mati was not available at the moment, and then the party decided to go and investigate these deformed ones. They slipped past the first handful, completely unnoticed,
Nice.
and then snuck past the giant one-eyed one that was sleeping beside where the prisoners were being kept. So they managed to get in there, get the Mati and the 3 remaining humans, and they killed the one-eyed one on the way out, taking the advantage of him kind of still being groggy, as them did not make their save getting out. Made a lot of noise. From there, their cover was blown. As they tried to sneak out, the cook detected one of the warriors from the village, and proceeded to promptly make became a pile of goop. So he also died.
It was very goopy.
And then you managed to run away and climb up the 40-foot ledge with 3 more trailing behind you and slip through the crack that, based on the size of their body, they're not getting through.
Yeah,
Nice.
hopefully.
And so we pick our journey back up. Cal having been, we'll just purple baby you in there. You were doing reconnaissance in animal form to keep an eye on them. Geoff has attained the information that there are more than the 3 of them that you thought were down there, because when you went in there were 3, and when you went out there were 3, but others have moved through the cavern.
Yeah.
However, you couldn't, with an arrow to your head, you couldn't say whether it was the same one or multiple different ones, because while they are grossly deformed, it's really hard to make out facial features with all of the bloating. Like, these boils are the size of your fist.
Oh, that's fantastic. No,
It's
sorry.
almost at least roleplay wise a good thing that I wasn't there for the clicking tribesmen, because I Kalistar telepathy as long as they understand our language.
So you find yourself slipping through the crack with the 3 soldiers from the village leading the way. And the Mati gracefully moving her dress made out of leathers and animal skins, and you can see the bone armor that's woven into it. As she turns to you, and I thank you for the assistance. We had run ourselves into a little bit of trouble, as you could see, and my compatriots were not able to escape, and I would not leave them behind.
That's awfully kind of you.
I am curious. Who are you?
I am your great niece.
She cocks an eyebrow, and then you can hear like a slow intake of breath. I didn't know Balthazar had a granddaughter.
I'm new.
Who is your maker, little one?
Vamir.
And who is Vamir? She chuckles. Vamir has been chomping at the bit to be a maker for years.
Aww.
I'm surprised. But with their silly rules in that silly city, they believe that they must keep their numbers, or at least my brother believes they must keep their numbers at a reasonable amount, and that my other idiot siblings have had too many children.
About that.
She kind of looks back at you. Oh?
Never mind. Balthazar has gotten engaged, and he's inviting you to the wedding.
Balthazar has a granddaughter, and he's getting married.
Yeah. And I'm not both of
chuckles.
those things.
FYI. I mean, technically it wouldn't be incest in any way, shape, or form, but
No, but it's still
still,
icky.
I'd agree.
yeah, icky is a good word.
Especially because they use a family structure to explain who they are.
It's kind of endearing, honestly. I kind of like it.
She says, I would have been quite shocked had you been his bride to be. He never was a fan of short girls. I mean, he's human and you're a halfling, so, you know.
Yeah, I know. Zan's
And-
not at all offended by that. She's like, oh yeah, fair.
Yeah. Hey, everyone's got their taste.
Yep.
And so who Who has the privilege of wedding my dear brother?
This lovely sorceress right here.
Yeah, man. What's up?
Or you can imagine you're like picking at
Gee.
something on your fingernail, or you're scratching your ass.
Yeah, just like, eh.
Well, I was just throwing away the rest of my blunt there.
Yeah, you know.
Just
Something like
flicks it to the side.
Just
It would
swallow
appear
it.
my brother has become a little bit more relaxed in the last few decades.
Yeah, you can thank me for that, I guess.
He's a good man, although he could use to be a bit less stuffy. Tell me, does he still hide in his house all the time, or does he get out every now and again to go interact with?
I've never
Ah.
seen him leave.
No, not really. You must
Leaving's a
FaceTime.
little- It'd be a little hard with the sun and all that, wouldn't it?
And I just kind of look over at you and go, I left.
Yeah.
Yeah, it wasn't easy as I yawn, still adjusting to the jet lag, changing our sleep. Not complaining, just making jokes.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I love it.
I'm back.
It's probably important for our characters to have some banter. I mean, their world
Yeah.
got flipped.
Multiple
Hey,
times in the
yours
last
is
couple
worse,
months.
so I'm
Yeah,
not
that's true.
complaining. Groomba.
Yeah, we went to heaven.
And burned it down.
And pretty much burned it down.
Ow.
You're pretty sure you watched Groomba kill a demigod after he murdered a bunch of angels because
Yeah.
they broke the rules.
Watch.
They made the rules. They broke the rules.
I mean, we helped
We helped them.
a little. I
That
was
was such a
useless because
fail.
I was so small, but...
Oh, frick. Oh, your fireball, those fireball beads were
Oh,
great.
yeah.
John
This
was
definitely
healing.
saved
I
my
just put it on
ass.
Groomba's back and told him to go.
It was the protection from evil and good. That is the best use of that spell I have ever seen or heard of.
Yeah, I'm actually really proud of that.
Yeah.
And I didn't have that. I didn't mean for that to happen. That was an event that could have happened at any point, which means it also could have happened where you were on the receiving end of that. And that probably would have been the end of this campaign.
We'll just get some random new
it was just
heroes
a
to show
thing
up.
that could happen. And apparently it's now changed the course of this world, as you are now the heralds of Groomba and bring change wherever you go.
And sometimes dollar bills too.
Yep. And Groomba doesn't care if you make money along the way. That's not his prerogative. His whole goal is to make sure things are changing. So money changing hands is still changing, especially if you take a rich guy and ruin him financially.
I think you missed the pun there.
Yeah,
That's
Yeah.
my plan.
we bring change and sometimes whole bills. Also, prerogative is definitely the right use of that word.
Definitely, yeah.
I used to use that really loosey goosey, and then I looked it up one day. I was like, oh yeah, that's like a royal right, not just like, I'm owned this thing. It's like by, law and decree.
As you continue down the stone pathway, squeezing through in the tight points, the conversation goes back and forth a little bit, and you get a bit more of a feel for this woman and her people. And as you start coming up, you see an orange light up ahead in the shape of the archway that you're in. And you move towards it and pop out into the mouth of this massive cave. The floor itself is sand, and it's a giant rock that juts out overhead nearly 200 feet.
Ooh, cavern. Cavern makes it
Village.
sound bigger. Yeah.
But it's
That works.
open on the one side to the desert,
Oh,
and
very
just
cool.
goes out.
Amphitheater.
filling the amphitheater is the village of the Bone Men.
We're just
They're
yelling words.
they're tents built out of the bones of animals with skin stretched across them to shelter them.
Caleb, I think you might have cut out. Or you just-
Are we? Do we have a rest? Or does anyone know?
Some of them even are wearing armor that is. You still hear me?
Okay, oh,
Caleb, we keep losing you.
yeah,
Damn
you
it.
cut out a little.
1 second.
Do you know if we have a rest, Megan?
No, we have not.
So I'm still an ape.
Yeah,
Well,
unless...
that lasts an hour, so I don't know how long we've been traveling.
Travel, and you
Okay,
wouldn't have
if
been
I-
able to you had to drop the ape to get into
Right.
the passageway.
So, can I cast healing before we move any further? Because I'm almost dead here.
Nothing stopping you, I don't think.
No, at any point along this last hour or two that you've been squeezing through this little crack in the rocks, you could have stopped to cast healing on yourself.
And sorry, I am or amped there?
What?
Are I there? Am I there or not?
Yes, you are there.
Okay. Does he visually look hurt? Yo, stone girl, you hurt? You okay?
Stone girl?
I don't know. My brain's scatterbrained. John.
What's up?
Lupini, you look hurt there. You want some heals?
Yeah, I was just looking up my healing word. But sure,
Oh.
yeah, I could use
Well,
healing.
there's 6. Let me do you another one. Healing word is good, but in terms of out of combat, cure wounds is a little bit stronger. It's a D8 instead of a D4.
Oh.
So let me do that one.
Okay.
But cure wounds
I got-
can hit you from 60 feet away, so they both have their value.
And
Yeah.
as a bonus action,
Yup.
there's 7. Okay, I give you a 13. Rolling a
Nice.
terribly on.
Thanks,
the-
man.
Yeah,
That's
gotcha.
That's pretty good. Yeah, I appreciate that.
So, you guys enter back into the cave. The orange glow was that of the sunlight, of the morning sun at the front of the rock. You are not in direct sunlight. It is sunlight beyond the rock, but the entire village sits in the shade of this massive outcrop. And as you come back through, a crowd begins to grow, people chattering and clicking to each other excitedly. People cheering, seeing the Mati has returned.
Matsu.
From the crowd, one of the men from the sweat lodge that you had been at earlier,
Oh,
Callie
yeah.
missed this part, steps forward, his broad barrel chest,
I blocked it from memory.
bare, adorned with these almost like a hilt sewn in bone, and he lumbers forward towards the Mati and opens his arms. When suddenly the man with the antler skull covering his face, the wiry beard, steps in front of him and begins clicking at him quickly, sharply.
Chastising.
The crowd goes quiet. The two of them begin clicking, and their hand gestures getting faster and sharper and more angry.
Definitely confused, so would have kind of jumped in on their conversation telepathically, like really quick.
Does telepathy?
The Kalishtar version, if they can speak a language, we can communicate.
they can
If they
communicate.
can understand the language, not even speak.
Yes. But that is to communicate with you. I don't know if it works as a translator.
Sure it is. Fair. I'll go double check.
Can I lean over to my great aunt and just ask her to translate? Ask her what's going on?
That works too.
That is far easier. Yes.
I'll just be like, "Hey, I don't speak that language. Can you translate? What are they talking about? They seem a little upset."
She looks stoically between the two men who are continuing to get more and more animated. You can feel the tension in the air getting higher and higher. Batu, she nods towards the wiry bearded man, is saying, Ungvald failed his duty
To keep you safe.
as he is seen as the strongest in our in the tribe, and therefore my protector. And she kind of the side of her mouth kind of twitches upwards just a little bit. My companion.
Zan's got a great big grin. She's a little too childish for that.
Oh my god. The biggest in the tribe.
You got it.
Batu is accusing him of failing and not being strong enough. Suddenly, you hear a clatter and you hear a loud thump as you suddenly see Batu has thrown his spear on the floor in front of him and is staring directly at him.
That's
Mati
a challenge.
kind of looks and goes, well, this should be an interesting day. She moves forward, holding her hands up, and she begins clicking in their language. And after she looks at both men, says something, and then says something even louder to the crowd. The crowd kind of disperses, but you feel the energy filling, like the room, the tension in the room has not gone down. As she says, as the crowd dissipates, she moves back towards you. They shall fight just after sundown. I must watch as whichever of them shall win this trial shall be my companion. You guys,
Biggest one win.
you guys are able to gain a long rest at this point.
Yeah.
You're also fed by the people. They're very interesting, some sort of a breakfast pie, but you don't quite recognize what's in it. There's some vegetables and some meat.
Do they have any...
I consult one of my people and we go off into the darkness.
You consult one of your...
One of my blood bags.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, he could just hand you a wineskin and it looks like you're drinking wine from a wineskin. They're leather.
Yeah, that's true. I'll do that.
You're also in a people whose entire culture seems to be based around animal parts, so...
So, I did double check that, Caleb. You are right, actually. I'm a little surprised. Not that you're right, but that it's worded like this. So they can understand me, but you're right. It doesn't just automatically translate. But as long as a creature understands a language, they understand what I'm saying, basically.
Yeah.
That's still handy.
Yeah, because then comprehend language, I believe, would give you the effect you're looking for.
Yes. But I don't think I have it prepped, let alone care for it. I guess I'm curious if these guys have any crops, because I'd like to, especially since I haven't done anything today. Is it so it's basically the time that we would go and rest, right? Not nighttime, just rest.
Yeah, rest time.
Yeah.
I mean, you
I
could
guess
also go out and get a suntan and then come back in if you wanted to.
Actually, I frickin' probably will. But also before I sleep, I think what I'm gonna go do is see if they have any crops, and then just I want to try out this plant growth spell on like on our allies' crops or something, because like, it basically just like doubles their yield or triples their yield or something over a period for like a period of a year.
I do have a
You
question.
don't really... Yeah.
We were traveling back to the village, and then you said that they would fight at sundown. Is it the daytime? Am I burning?
No, we're inside. It's like a cave.
No. You are not in direct sunlight, so you
Okay.
don't gain some of the perks, but you're not taking damage right now.
Okay. Whew. Had me worried.
You know, don't wander 300 feet ahead of you, because you'll be 100 feet out in the sunlight.
Okay. I'm sticking to the shadow very religiously.
I mean, it's like a 200-foot long, 100-foot wide, like, rock tongue sticking out of the sand. So you're pretty good. Like, you've
Still
got
being
quite a bit
cautious.
of shadow, and it's positioned like it opens to the north. So the top of the rock is getting most of the sunlight all day long.
Oh, nice. All right, I like this place. Okay, sorry, carry on. I was just confused about the time of day.
Never mind about the plant growth. I forgot. I have to cast that for 8 hours for it to do that whole enriched land thing.
That's a long time.
Yield twice the normal amount of food when harvested for 1 year.
Does it work on like weed crops?
Yeah. In a half-mile radius. So basically,
Let's plant some
a
poppies.
Full wide mile. It's pretty wild.
Oh yeah, did you know that we took Margaret out of the ring?
No, what'd you do with that?
Oh!
I put her in a blunt in case she gets annoying. I can smoke her later.
How?
It was like a
Some sort of
transfer
ceremony.
the soul type of thing.
And now I can
Her
wear that
essence
ring.
is trapped in the blunt. Her soul's like off and wherever.
Oh,
You
yeah,
have no
that's
idea where she
right.
went from here.
Yeah, that's right.
But
Oh,
her,
she never
her
made it?
essence...
Oh yeah. Her essence is in this blunt. The Margaret crusted blunt.
You should have put it in some oils, and you could have called it essential oils.
That was good.
Oh, we're horrible people.
I'll be here all night.
I beg to
Okay.
disagree. We're awesome.
Yeah, no, I would definitely go and get like a little bit of sun. I don't think I brought any of my jackals. What the hell did I do with all those jackals?
I think you left them running around your manor house.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's
that's
what I
right.
did. I brought them all back, put them in the house. Sorry, I couldn't remember. I mean, obviously not very important, but it's like, you know, they're my pets. I don't want them all to die.
There'll be piles of shit everywhere.
That's what the maids are for.
Exactly.
Yeah, true.
You have servants. You're a princess, and she's a princess, and you're about to be a queen. So,
I'm curious when we come back. I guess I probably need to prove myself. Not that I care much for the title, but I also do care about the title. I'm gonna ask Balthazar if I could be considered like the queen and princess's royal guard. Not that it would change anything at all, but at least then I'll have a name.
Oh, yeah, that's
if
cool.
somebody goes, "Who are you?" you could be like, "I'm the head of the royal guard." Who the are you?
Yeah. And I'd really love if there was some random royal guard within his rank somewhere that's like, hey, and I'm just like, all right, let's go, buddy.
You'd also have the ability to look at somebody and be like, you know, all I have to do is say you were threatening either of them, and I'm legally allowed to kill you.
Ooh, yeah, fair.
Power trip.
And it's my word and the word of the queen and the princess against your corpse.
Oh man, a interesting guard slash detective would just be a guy that has the speak with dead spell, and he's just like, yeah, this guy was killed. He said it was that guy over there.
That would be so
One thing
cool.
with Speak with Dead is you can only cast it on a corpse once. So if somebody casts Speak with Dead on a dead guy and blows the questions on stupid things, you can't do it.
Yeah.
Really?
I forgot about that.
I
Yep.
did not know that. That's ooh.
It
Ooh,
only
ooh,
works
indeed.
once per corpse. So yeah, you could very easily either use it to it could be used against you to cover tracks, but it's also a tool that could be used to cover your tracks.
Yeah.
Speak with Dead. What's your favorite color? How many feet do you have?
Okay, I'm
What's
done.
your name? So good.
Yep.
All right, one second.
Yeah.
So the day passes and eventually you are fed by the people. You feel the tension in the air. The people are talking amongst themselves, and there's probably a couple hundred people here, but patrols go in and out, and they disappear into the low underbrush of these brambles and cactuses. So you're not entirely sure how many people are guarding the entrance to this cave, or this amphitheater. But as the sun sets, you start to smell like a lot of food being prepared across the entire place. You realize that they're preparing a feast.
Ooh.
Like you saw breakfast. This is opulent amounts of food.
Okay.
I would like you all to roll me insight.
All right. I was about to.
Roll up the game.
I know. First roll of the game.
I have 18.
Insight is wisdom. 13 for me.
Also 13.
All right. So two of you are speculating why they would be needing to prepare so much food. Lupini, on the other hand, watching this, realizes that no matter who wins tonight, there's a celebration planned.
All right. And I'm just sitting there like, okay, celebrate, cool.
They've also started bringing in like different goats that they've herded in from the desert and different animals, and some of them are being butchered, some of them are still waiting.
Patiently waiting for their turn at the block.
And as the sun has gone down and the torches at the front of the opening have been all lit in a ring, people start one by one filtering their way out of the cave and taking the long journey up the dune around and up to the end of this rock.
Oh, wow.
It's not really that long, but it's, probably 1,000 feet of walking to go out and around up the dune and out onto the overhanging rock.
Oh, Caleb, one thing. Just during the, I guess, night while we wake up and when these guys are preparing all their stuff, you said that there was basically a very small kind of tunnel that these weird rotted creatures had kind of been in, right?
Yeah, it's a narrow passageway, yes.
Could I just go in there, cast Mold Earth, and just put a big boulder in it and just kind of seal it off?
Oh,
They
that's
can't
cool.
squeeze down it anyways. But they can't squeeze down it anyways.
Yeah,
They were
but
all-
I just want to, like,
Be an
Pandora's
ass.
box it.
Oh, yeah.
Why not?
Also, with mold earth, you can't move rocks. You could fill it with dirt.
I think you can, actually, if they're the right size.
Not mold earth. Loose dirt, 5 feet. You can move a 5-foot cube of loose dirt, which is still a lot of dirt.
Dirt or stone.
Loose dirt or stone, though. You can't rip out sides of mountains with that one.
No, but like if you found a rock within the 5 foot cube size, dirt or stone.
I'm gonna say no for now because you'd have to find enough rocks that were loose to pile up, and at that point, you might as well spend the day just piling rocks up.
Yeah. Okay.
So people are heading up, and you see that they've lit some torches at the very top of this in another semicircle. This time, the semicircle is on the. Let me draw you a quick map.
Ooh.
Don't
Very
expect a nice
nice.
map. This is not fun drawing.
Oh yeah, you are right. It does have to be loose earth for you to move it. On stone.
I've tried to break
other
that.
stuff.
I've tried to break that spell myself.
Yeah. I mean, it specifically says you can't do damage by moving the earth, but there's a lot you can do with it. Let's play Minecraft with dirt blocks.
Or you do it twice and drop 10 feet of dirt on somebody, and then watch them suffocate to death slowly.
Yeah.
All right, so on the overhang rock, they've created a semicircle of torches illuminating the two men standing out towards the edge.
It's a good map.
The larger man wielding this great bone club with a rock tied on the end. Where Batu, as he takes off his helmet, neither man wearing armor, both just sky-clad, buck naked, with nothing but their weapons.
Awesome.
As the people are waiting, you're looking around, and suddenly you hear drums coming from below as a procession at the back of the group, or at the back of the people, starts moving forwards, and the crowd opens as the Mati is carried forward on a chair held on the shoulders of four men, and she is set down at the edge of the torches. Both men in the ring turn, and they place a hand on their chest with a loud thump, and then turn and face each other. She looked up. Both men spring into action. Batu crouching down, slinking around, circling his larger opponent. The large man turning slowly, 1 foot, going around watching. As he steps forward, thump, thump, thump. You can feel the vibrations on the rock as he brings his club down with a crash. As he raises it up, Batu jumping behind him, and with a quick stab of the spear, just creates a tiny little nick in his calf. Back and forth, they trade blows, dodging and weaving, the torchlight catching their sweat-covered bodies as they battle for what seems like an eternity, which is, they've only been going back and forth for about 4 minutes now, but in combat, that's a long time. Suddenly, Batu gets too close. As he stabs with the spear, the club comes down, snapping it in half. And the large man grabs him around the neck and starts picking him up, and you see the hand, both hands reaching around Batu's neck. He begins to squeeze, lifting him higher and higher till his feet are dangling from the ground, held up above his head. Only perception.
You got it. I'm good at that.
Ah!
Not when I roll 5.
Rolled a nat 20.
That what?
13.
So I guess I got a 21 because I rolled a nat 20.
If
At
the
least
numbers
someone knows
still
what's
matter,
going
it's a 9, but it's still a nat 1.
Lupini, you realize that with the way that he's holding him, both of Batu's arms are free, and he's not trying to break the grip. That's not his. Suddenly, his hands shoot up as his chest is at eye level with the large man as he digs his thumbs into both of his eyes, and you watch. You see them disappear all the way up to the base of the hand. And then he rips them backwards, and you see spraying jelly glistening in the firelight. Well, he drops Batu holding his face. You can see blood and liquid dripping down his cheeks.
Ew.
Batu charges towards him, kicks him in the gut, causing him to double over further. He kicks the broken spear haft, not the end with the weapon, with the sharp end on it. See, stabs into into Batu's exposed throat, piercing into it. You hear this gurgling as he winds up, lets out this shriek, this, and just hoofs him off the edge of the rock. You watch as you see his body disappear. And a few seconds later, the crowd kind of pauses for a second and then starts erupting in cheers as Batu comes back slowly back towards the Mati. And he approaches her chair and actually kneels down. He clicks something out and then offers up his left hand, palm outstretched.
Zen is extremely curious and watching closely.
The big guy, he was knocked off a rock and then fell for a while and then thunk.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he went off the side.
I'm gonna go try and investigate that, try and slink off.
Alrighty, so you're slinking off back down and around. So as he kneels and extends his wiry, muscly arm, she takes his hand at the wrist. She brings it up to her face. You can see her gently caress up his forearm back down before opening her mouth and sinking her teeth into the wrist of Batu as he sits there unflinching as his skin is pierced. And she drinks for a moment. And then as she lowers his arm down, she motions to the chair that has been set up beside hers, and he takes a seat. The crowd then erupts in cheers as everybody starts going downstairs, realizing that there's about to be a party. Cal, having snuck down and away from the group, you make your way down, and he's not hard to find. There are already a couple people from inside of the amphitheater that have started to tidy him up. He is a mess. As you get closer, both of his eyes have been ripped right out of the sockets. He has a chunk of wood stuffed through his windpipe. Didn't go all the way out, but into his windpipe. And you can tell just looking at one of his legs that's broken in at least 3 places.
Yeah. Sorry, this was the old Protectorate guy or the new guy?
The old guy.
Okay.
The big guy.
Yeah. So there are other people attending to him already?
They're more or less removing his body from the scene.
I'll try to subtly cast Healing Word just to kind of like stabilize him a little bit, and then I'm just gonna follow along. I'm gonna try and poach an NPC out of this guy.
I'd like you to roll me insight.
Sure.
Oda.
Keyword try and 9.
All right.
Rolling this.
Carry on with your plan. So Cal is volunteering. You don't understand a damn word anyone's saying with the when they're moving the body, but you just kind of go along with it and help them move this guy, which is good because he's probably 300 pounds.
I would just
That
telepath and be like, I help. Because, yeah, I can't understand them, but they should be able to at least understand that.
So you link telepathically to one of them, and as you speak words, they leap away, staring at you, and pull a knife out of their side, pointing it at you, backing up.
I kind of just go, ugh, I help. And then I, like, grab his arm and try to drag to continue the job. Relax, I'm just here to help.
Are you saying that verbally or telepathically?
Telepathically?
You don't sound sure.
Yeah.
Is that your
Yeah.
final answer?
Yes.
It's never good when the
He's
DM
begun
asks for
flicking
final answer.
furiously at the others as they all begin backing up and talking amongst themselves back and forth. You start to hear the procession of people coming down towards the rest of everybody else. It sounds like there's a party heading your way. What would you like to do from here, Cal?
So they're still freaking out and have their knives out?
Yes. They're not attacking you, but you've definitely weirded them out somehow.
Yeah. And we're just
Somehow.
going down the hill, and all the party is just coming down to follow us?
Yeah.
Check my spells. I'm obviously not gonna just like fight these guys. Where exactly are we? Like, can you describe like the area a little bit?
The overhang that he fell off of is the overhang that covers the village.
Okay.
You are in a well-lit area.
Okay, so he
As
essentially
just-
fell into the village.
The front door, yeah.
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 Took the express entrance.
Frick, I'm not a strength guy, and I don't have anything else there. I don't have any of my... What kind of animals they have here? They just have goats, right?
Yes.
I'm gonna conjure... Have I seen a giant goat before? I forget what CR they are. I think it's like 1 or something.
I'd like you to roll me insight again.
Sure. That one's a 19.
They are the goats that they have here are prepared to be eaten.
Oh, they can try to go for this one all they want. I'm just trying to get this body away without doing it myself, because that's not going to work, and freaking them out. Yeah, no, I'm just going to go with the instinct. I just summon a giant goat and then just tell it to help me drag the body.
At this point, the 3 that were moving the body have now become... 2 others have joined them. These 2 are wearing large bone hats that stand straight up with these bones that stick out like tees, wearing a rather ceremonial looking outfit. I mean, as far as you can tell from their sense of fashion. The woman comes up and begins clicking at some of them, questioningly as they start chattering at her. She turns to you and I know few of your words.
Oh,
What are you doing?
I move body.
Where you move body?
Away. I just point.
Body
you
must
need-
go. Body must go big pyre.
Why?
Tradition.
Did she say big fire or pyre?
Pyre, but you know, same idea.
Yeah.
Fire is just a fire that hasn't been started yet.
Yeah.
I say, okay, me help. Where pyre? I'm giving up on the idea. I'm not gonna trample on their traditions. I just figured if I can take a wounded soldier out and just be like, hey, come with us now, buddy.
I mean, he fell over 100 feet after having a wooden stake shoved in his throat and his eyes gouged out. So healing word probably wouldn't have cut it. If you catch my drift.
Yeah.
So she clicks at the others who very hesitantly move back towards you and accept your help in carrying this exceptionally large man. You can tell by the team that they have assembled that this is usually a person who's probably about 100 pounds lighter. So the goat is quite helpful in that.
Yeah, we'll just put it like on the goat, I guess. I'm gonna let them cook the damn thing because it's only gonna last an hour. So someone's gonna eat it and be like, be full. What the hell? Be no longer full.
Oh.
Well, then you're just more hungry for seconds or thirds
Yeah.
or seven.
Munchies.
They're a bitch.
I look
So
at the
you-
goat and I say, sorry, buddy. It's gonna suck for you.
You help them take the body over to a pyre just outside of the village that has been built up using twigs and bramble, and you notice some sort of a sticky substance that's been spread on it. It almost has like a slightly acidic scent to it. As they lay the body down, and one of them they arrange the body so that his hands are on his chest, and one of them goes to try and close the eyes, but that doesn't work so well. As one of the bone headdress, one of the woman in the bone headdress begins partially interpretive dancing and saying something, and the three helpers at certain points repeat the same series of words in their language, and then they drop a torch on one of the sticky parts, and it suddenly goes, and a 25-foot burst of plume of flame shoots up, and then settles back down and continues to burn the charred corpse. Back while you are helping with the ritualistic cremation, back inside of the village, food has been laid out. People are sitting. They don't have formal sitting rooms for eating. People just sit on the ground and they eat where they are, and they talk with others and move and mingle. And there is some sort of a wine that is being poured that kind of tastes like cactus. The night progresses. Go ahead.
Oh, I was just gonna say, I think Zan is enjoying this a bit. Like I think that she would probably be like hanging out with maybe some friendlier looking people, and obviously not understanding their language or them hers, but you know, making nonsensical small talk and just, you know, trying to fit in.
You do actually discover that some of them speak like very broken common. Batu is one of the smoother talkers you encounter throughout the evening. And some of them, you know, try to translate or try to, you know, you're interesting to them as you are from a faraway land.
Mm,
You're also related to the Mati. And
absolutely.
they all are also, like, all aware that you are a vampire.
Yep, I think that's cool.
I mean, you're also aware that there's like 200 of them and one of you, so...
Oh yeah, they don't have anything to worry about.
Yeah. Fighting you would be a very silly thing because, while yes, they probably win in the long run, they would probably lose quite a few people in the process. They're not stupid.
Yeah.
And then that would piss off the
Especially because
Mati.
my
And
job is to keep everyone safe.
Lupini, what are you
Just
doing
return.
at this party?
I want to get my hands on some of that cactus tea. That's or wine.
Well, you have no problems with that, as every time your cup is empty, somebody is offering you a refill.
Uh-oh. We got a drunk sorceress on our hands.
There we go.
Fireball.
I guess I'm just partying and talking with people and not really having a goal in mind.
Alright. Make me a con save.
Uh-oh. That's a 10. Or do I add a... No, I don't do it. Just my +3.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
have
just your constitution modifier.
well, you have Constitution saving throws. I think as a sorcerer you do.
Do I?
Yeah.
That's plus your proficiency, so that's what, another 3 at this point?
It's advantage on charmed and immune to sleep.
No.
Just your proficiency, John. So it was a 10 with the
Oh.
with your con modifier.
Oh yeah, my yeah, I'm proficient, so I guess I'm +6, so it'd be 13.
Yeah.
Alrighty. So Lupini is getting absolutely trashed. We're gonna cut back over to Cal. As the fire burns and burns down, the people involved are relaxing quite a bit about you being there as you try and mimic their mood at the very least. You know that you don't know exactly what's going on, but they don't know either, as the two, what you assume are priests, shamans, some things of that, some religious sort, set up on a stone table. They have a large bowl and some mixing implements and 6 cups.
Uh-oh.
As they begin mixing different fluids together and stirring them up, and as the fire dies down, one of them steps forward, walking across the still hot ash to the very center. They lean down with a tiny bowl and they scoop up some of the ash. They bring it back, and it proceeds to get mixed in with the rest of the ingredients, and then poured into the 6 cups. Then they all start in single file, heading back towards the open amphitheater. One of them motions to you to follow.
Yeah. Do they all grab a cup, or are they leaving the cups?
No, they are bringing the cups. The
Okay.
cups, they don't appear to be drinking it. They are bringing it to someone.
Is there a cup for me to carry? If there is, I'll carry it. If not, I won't. And I'll just ride on the goat, I guess.
I was gonna say, are you gonna purify it?
As a show of good faith, from what you can tell, they offer you one of the cups.
Oh, yes,
It-
yeah.
Except you notice that the priest, when they hand it to you, unlike when they handed it to the others, gives a bit of a bow
Oh.
and steps. So they come back in, and in this time, the Mati has brought the group back together in the where the Mati is eating, in the large center of the room. As the two of you see these two priest-like individuals coming in with a procession of followers walking in single file through the crowd, bearing these cups with this drink in it. The Mati holds up a hand, and the music stops. Starts giving another speech in their language as she gestures at Batu, and the crowd kind of cheers for a second. And while she's giving this speech, two of the individuals approach both Lupini and Zan and offer them one of these cups with this dark brownish liquid. It kind of smells like cherry blossoms and a little bit of the cactus wine, and there's a scent you just can't quite place.
I quickly poke into their
Down
brain.
that super quick and throw it on it, like smash it down on the ground.
Too late for him, I tell her. Just a PS, that's a bit of leftover burnt big guy.
Huh.
Yeah, when in Rome.
Probably be fine for you. As I'm saying that to her, I like stick my finger into my soup real quick and I purify food and drink.
I down mine. I mean, I'm not getting out of this, so...
Yeah, you'd be fine, probably.
I'm already drunk, so I'm just willing to go with anything.
Yeah, the alcohol in your stomach might neutralize any actual disease in there.
It might. I like-
Copious amounts of other substances.
I look over to the Mati and I'm like, is this normal? But she's probably too busy to look at me, so then I just down it.
Both
I'm just
her and
liking
Batu
another
have
joint.
also got one, as does one of the two priests. As they raise their cup up and start speaking, Lupini, halfway through downing hers, kind of lowers it from her lips, realizing there's supposed to be something going on here. And then
Okay.
finishes what they are saying, holding their drink up, and they toss it back, drinking it down. You proceed to finish your drink, which actually doesn't taste that terrible.
All right.
I drink mine, yeah, then.
So the party continues through most of the night until like the wee hours of the morning. As the night breaks out, more and more debauchery and orgies and just drunken shenanigans take place in and around the cave. That by morning, most of the people are passed out where they happen to be.
Any fights?
Yes, a brawl does break out at one point. This doesn't appear to be a, like, I hate you brawl, but more, I am the strongest brawl, and they're just throwing fists back and forth. But there's 5 people involved in it.
Awesome.
The guy, whoever like left, I'm gonna summon another giant elk and no, that's way too overkill. I'll summon another giant goat and be like, yeah, wrestle this one. I've also.
I'd like the goat to make a dexterity save.
Okay.
Who? The goat?
Yep.
9.
9?
Everybody's gonna kill it, eat it.
He steps forward, grabs the goat, spins its head with a loud crunch, pulls out a knife, stabs it in the stomach, opens it up, chops out a piece of its liver, and then takes a bite and looks at you.
I raise my hands up and say, "Oppa!"
I smash a glass quickly because I heard that word.
So yes, this is how the rest of the evening kind of unfolds.
I'd probably summon, like, because I actually summon them in groups of 4 if I want. So I'll summon another 4. I'd be like, each of you, because the other four combatants, I guess, in the fight. Hey, goats for you. These guys are large.
Peace offering. I'm out of here.
You get a goat. You get a goat. Everybody gets a goat. And it's a mess that cleans itself up within an hour.
Which is honestly the best part.
Alrighty. So, I assume you guys are going to take a rest at the end of that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Spent a couple spell slots.
Got a little drunk on Dead Man.
On Dead Man, yes.
I was gonna make him into a friend, but hey, I failed the quest, so I
So you drank
It
him.
was less important than fighting, yeah.
Lupini, as you are sleeping, the dreams you have are like so vibrant and vivid, and you keep waking up every couple of hours because you aren't sure what's a dream and what's real. You continue to have these flashes of the fight with the cave or the clay face men, and they're the blank stare of their clay mask. The next evening rolls around. You all wake up. You get yourselves ready to go. You know the way back to the deformed ones. You also know the way to your final invitee. What would you like to do?
I think we're going to consult with Cal. Or at least Zan wants to, just to... Because he wasn't there for the initial deformed ones. So it's like, should we go back? Do you want to try and fight these creatures that I don't know what they are? Or, you know, how you feeling?
I mean, I could just have it. I could just go in there and blow up their cave.
That is true.
Fire. I don't know. As long, I think if anything, I would probably just go and mold earth. Yeah, just dirt, and just bury the tunnel they're in. I know it's small, but like, well, how did they kidnap the matriarch or whatever, and the other people? How did that happen?
You're assuming that there's no other way in and out of that cave system.
Yeah, I'm gonna actually go and consult the vampire lady.
That's actually not a bad
So
idea.
through,
Yeah, I say
So-
let's go talk to her and see if we can help them a little bit with their problem, but we need the information first.
as you ask her, she says, I went because I underestimated their numbers. The deformed ones have always been a problem in these parts, but lately their numbers they have become more bold. I thought that they were simply running out of food, which isn't untrue, but it's because there are more of them than there have ever been.
Yeah, I'm prepping spells for combat spells. I say, would you like us to go? We are an adventuring party. Would you like us to go and deal with the issue? Sure, we could figure out some sort of trade.
You are aware of what you go to face. Even if you managed to, even just by being looked upon by these foul creatures, you could become one of them.
We forgot to
did not know
mention that.
No, I did not know that. Is there any sort of plant that they dislike? Druid asks Druid questions. Is there a certain couple tunnels they go into? Because I could just cave in their tunnels.
She shakes her head. I tried that about 50 years ago. Unfortunately, they are smart enough to dig. I was surprised. However, it's the one-eyed ones that make others like them, and if they make it long enough, their two eyes become one big eye, and then you have a bigger problem on your hands.
Question: do you know if poison seems to work on them?
If you can get it through their pus boils.
Fair. Because I could just send in literal packs of poisonous snakes and tell them to go bite the one with one eye. It might work. It might not work. It's no skin off my back.
Unless they catch you.
Well, I don't even
what
go
is
in
it?
there. I just tell snakes to go bite the big guy.
What's your medicine skill? Just what's your modifier for medicine?
Modifier plus 5 wisdom.
Awesome.
I got +2.
Eyes don't have skin.
The what? Sorry.
Eyes do not have skin or pus
Right.
boils.
Put the poison in their eye.
Circumvent the problem.
But I mean, even if the poison doesn't get into their bloodstream from there, snakes biting your eyeball can't be fun.
Yeah. So I say, okay, well, I'm just gonna go spend a couple minutes. You guys want to come with in case they somehow charge you out? I'm just gonna throw a bunch of stuff in there.
Yeah. Zan's definitely going with.
Let's see. Because it's
So
actually
you're gonna go back through the tiny little cave, and you're gonna go back through the tiny little cave and into the large cavern.
Yeah, we'll take him back to the cave, and then we'll be like, what do you think would be the best course of action?
Man. Do I have to see elementals to summon them? Because I have a spell called Conjure Minor Elementals, and it gives me a bunch of little ones.
Technically, no. Which does make that seem a little broken, but we'll run it as a technically no.
Okay.
I'll look into it later, and we'll figure that out.
Methods, that's what I'm interested in. Asteroid, yeah, I'll just send because I think I can summon where is it? Swarm of poisonous snakes. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. Probably just once and see how well they do. See if they come back.
Alrighty. So you're trying to send them in, and just how far out can you control them?
I don't think there really is. It has a range of 60 feet. It doesn't actually really say that they have to stay within that range. I think that's just the range you summon them in. That's, I don't know. It's up.
So you send them out, but they're gonna be a while. They are snakes trying to cover what took you 2 hours to walk.
Oh, it took.
And then
Never mind. The spell only lasts an hour.
Oh. It took you almost 2 hours to make that trip.
Sorry, I'm still getting all the details together because I wasn't there.
Alrighty. So are you guys just gonna go down that path, or what's your plan?
You know what?
Doesn't
Let's
really
go
seem-
so that at least Cal can see these guys.
I don't want to get turned into one. That is too much
Yeah.
effort.
Well, yeah, as long as they don't see you, though, you'll be fine.
Well, if we're going in there, I'm turning invisible when we see our first one, or before we see our first one there.
I'm good.
And John, you do know that even being invisible, if it looks at you, you are still subjected to its effect. But at the same time, if it can't see you, it probably won't spend a whole lot of time staring at you.
Can I Yeah. True. I'm still gonna be invisible.
Alrighty. So you guys make your way back, trekking your way carefully along the narrow pathway.
How big were they, the things?
all like large or bigger.
Okay.
And as you approach, roll me perception.
Everybody?
Yes.
Ooh.
Ugh.
12.
23.
5.
5. Alrighty. Well, Lupini hears very little, being at the rear of the group.
Classic.
And as you're approaching, however, Megan, you hear words being spoken.
Ooh.
At this distance, it's a long ways off. Whoever's talking is talking very loudly. As you get closer, you listen, you kind of strain your hearing. You can't quite make out all the words, but you catch the phrase, "What do you mean she escaped? I do not tolerate this kind of failure."
I motion to my companions to, like, be quiet, and then I point down in the direction where I can hear it, and then put a hand to my ear, trying to mime to them that I hear someone, and they better, be stealthy as shit, or we're in trouble. I mean, that's a little complicated, but...
So as you poke yourselves out of the tiny crack 40 feet up in the air from the floor, you see the pile of bones in the room, refuse left over from other feasts. Some of those bones look very humanoid.
Yummy.
But the scene that you are introduced to...
Oh, map.
I'm just gonna slowly inch away from my companions in case they get spotted.
That's not a bad plan.
I mean, yeah, being invisible and then standing beside the people that are visible will probably work out poorly for you.
Yeah, so and I'll still be in range to help them if they need.
So you're up over there, up in there.
Which was the one talking?
Somebody in this tiny group is yelling, and in the cavern you can now make out their words. We had an arrangement. You promised me that you had the prisoner and failed. You look over and you see that the one on the ground has a hole burned through his chest.
I really want to know who's yelling.
It's hard to make out their face. However, they are surrounded by individuals all wearing cloaks with their hoods up, but their heads almost look like they're kind of down. You can't make out their face from this distance.
So there's the 4 big guys and then a bunch of little guys, right?
Yes.
And those are at least the 2 factions.
Yes.
So
The big guys look like they might have been human once, but the growths on their bodies, both with muscle groups that have extended limbs, and some of them have massive hunchbacks, as the muscles in one shoulder have tripled in size and the other side has shrunk. Their limbs are not equally proportioned, and their faces are just hideous with these yellowed eyes and these pussy boils all over their body.
Juicy.
The 3 in the back all have 2 eyes. Zan notices this with your 23 perception.
Can the little people, do they look anything similar to that random group of people that kind of ambushed us, that were moving the sand along, those random cultists or whatever?
They are all wearing cloaks or robes similar to those that attacked you. You can't make out their faces to see whether they're wearing masks or not yet.
Yes, fair. I guess I straight telepath to the party members here. I say, hey guys, we should wait to see if these guys attack each other, and then maybe in the middle of the chaos, probably at least try to deal with the people in the cloaks, because it seems like they might be hunting vampires, and it might be worth our cause to deal with them.
Yeah, probably.
As the shouting continues, you hear the the largest of the large men, who seems to now be representing them, stumbling over words. We sorry. We had little people come. Kill. I do not care about whether your people have been killed. You promised me a prisoner of high value, and you have nothing for me when I come. Who do you think you are to offend my master in such a way and to waste his time? Why should I not kill you just as I killed your compatriot? Because, we go squish little people. Yeah, we go squish little people and bring her back. And what makes you believe that you can do such a thing? You have been at war with them for years. No, we do. Please no. Please no. No, shoot me. I no like bright light. It burn. He looks nervously over at the dead guy with a hole in his chest.
Ooh.
Is there a place where I could back up a little bit in order to kind of like visually hide myself? Like I don't want to watch. Basically I want to cast a spell on myself that's kind of bright, so I want to make sure I'm well out of eyesight.
What are you trying to cast? Because you could go back down the down into the crack that you went through, because you're right there.
Sure, yeah. Fire shield. This is the last 10 minutes. I'm gonna try and cast it on myself.
And doesn't that like wreathe you in fire?
Yeah.
Oh, that's going to be noticeable.
Well, how far back can I go?
If you want to still be useful, I mean, you could travel like
Yeah.
an hour backward.
Oh,
But let's
But
not
if you
do
light
that.
yourself up with fire, the dark cavern that doesn't seem to have any
okay,
natural lighting.
sorry. I didn't know if it was how dark it was in here. Never mind. But I do look at Megan and I say we should at least take out the humanoids there. Maybe try and find out who their master is, because if their master's trying to hunt and collect vampires, it's kind of our problem.
Definitely, yeah. Yeah, I reply back, agreeing.
John, you ready to go ape? Don't do it yet. I think we should see if we can get these guys to attack each other.
Yeah.
Oh, that's smart. Let's do that. Whittle down the numbers a bit before we jump in.
So the big guy says, no, we go now. We go squish little people. We bring her back by morning, before big sun come up.
I'm going to... Oh, that's risky. Fuck it. I'm going to telepathically link with the guy that's emphatic that he's going to go and squish now.
Mm-hmm.
And just laugh maniacally in his head. No words, just laugh.
Oh yeah, if you're just trying to screw with them, that's a good idea too.
Yeah. Like, I don't have... I'm not a bard. I can't vicious mockery the bugger, but just to fuck with him.
He turns around. Who laugh?
I connect. I telepath with the guy that's been talking, the humanoid, the medium-sized person, and I connect with him. I'm like, this giant is a fool and a tool. You should just kill them now.
Telepathically, they respond.
Okay.
And why would I do that? Suddenly looks up. We're not alone.
Fuck!
Roll for initiative.
It was a risk.
I'm sorry. Megan went for the dummy.
Yep.
Nat 20.
Oh!
We're rolling initiative.
Yeah.
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 I also got a nat 20.
What's your initiative modifier, both of you?
What does that mean?
4.
Your dex.
My dex. 4, so 24, I guess.
Me too.
I need you both to re-roll to see who's going first and who's going second.
Oh, well, that time I rolled a 4.
I rolled a 17.
All right. What did you get? What did you get, Geoff?
10.
So as soon as I do anything, if I cast a spell, they can see me, right?
Yeah.
What you should do is you should jump and then midair turn into an ape.
Or be invisible and go right in between them and turn into an ape.
We're up, right? Like looking down on them from like a little hole or something.
Yes, but you're on a ledge about 40 feet up. The opening is only wide enough for one person to be in at a time, but the ledge itself widens out a bit.
Well, I could just cannonball down there in midair, just change.
The guys with the fire on their head, do they actually have fire on their head?
No, they're just deformed, ugly-looking dudes that I just didn't have. They're about the right size. Alrighty, so Lupini, that brings us to you.
So, if I like straight down from that hole, are those guys?
You've got about 20, 30 feet to cover before you start encountering them, but yes.
Okay, so we have we have the height advantage then, eh?
You do.
And they're all huddled together right now.
Yes.
I'm gonna cast Immoltation on them before I do anything.
Immolation?
Immoltation.
What's that?
Which one are you targeting with that?
I guess so. It would have the biggest blast radius of effect.
Does
it have a blast radius, or is it only one person?
Oh, let me check on that.
Because if that's the immolation spell, that one's actually a really nice use of like the twinning spell, because you can just like
Maybe-
two people on fire.
Maybe that's what it is. Immoltation. I don't know. I wrote it down, and I'll check my spell book right now.
Is that the one that like lights them on fire and then its concentrations?
Yes, that's
Yeah,
the
fine.
one.
The thing is, you won't be able to do that and go giant ape at the same time because those are both concentration spells.
Yeah. Oh. Oh, really?
Yeah.
So that'd be a waste. Okay. Well.
Well, it's a different strategy. The other thing about your giant ape thing, if you wanted to, you'd probably be a good idea to like talk to me or Megan first, but you could twin that one and literally cast it on yourself and one of us.
Holy shit.
That is possible. It is a single target.
Okay.
No thanks.
Which one do you want to be an ape?
Not me.
You want to be an ape with me?
Ah, shit! I wanted to cast a spell first, but yeah, fuck it, let's go.
Okay.
Wait,
So
can you do T-Rexes?
yeah, we could do T-Rexes. But I like the fighting better on the ape, but the T-Rexes have good damage, so we could do that too.
I think you probably would have to do the same.
What is your action?
We would.
You guys are in combat.
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna do the twin spell and cast the giant ape on both me and Geoff.
Alrighty. So now up top, both of you have become largy
Apish.
people.
And then I guess I'll just like Megan, you have that. Like, can you do? Like, I'll just
Don't
hold on
worry
to
about me.
Megan. Yeah.
Don't worry about me.
Yeah,
What's
just do your thing. This is combat. Your turn is less than 6 seconds. So there isn't
Okay,
time to
well, I
leave,
wanna get
a lot
down
of time
there.
to get home.
So I'm gonna make my way down there as quick as possible, and if I have time to initiate combat, I'll do that.
What's the speed on a giant ape?
It is 40
40.
feet, and can climb 40 feet.
No, you get down the 40 feet, and that would be as far as you could go without dashing and using your action.
Right.
Is there any
Right.
rocks that we could throw?
There are bits of bone that are big enough that we could use. You could use your rock attack.
Okay, I'll use the rock attack.
This guy turns his jaw that no longer lines up correctly because of a growth on his face, looks at you and snort like "Rrrr," as you throw a bone at him.
So that's
Throw me a
21 to
bone.
hit.
Yep.
Okay, and then it's 3d10 plus 6. 24. Bludgeoning.
Nice.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, bludgeoning. Oh, I read that wrong. I'm doing the wrong one. It's 76. I'm sorry, guys.
So
Okay, here's a 76. Sorry, 76. 26.
26.
Yeah.
Ouch. You toss it as he's snarling, you slam him in the face, and you hear a crack as He looks back at you, and his jaw that didn't line up before now does not line up even further. Zan, what are you doing?
Okay.
How far away am I from the dumb guy that I laughed at? Never mind the exacts, I just need to dash forward within 60 feet if possible.
If you climbed down and dashed, you could, yes.
And am I still able to cast a spell after that?
Yes, because you can dash as a bonus action because you're a rogue.
Yes. Awesome. Perfect. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cast Silent Image right in front of the stupid guy that I laughed at. And it's going to look like the ground is caving in right in front of him. I'm hoping, at any rate, to force him to stay back and not come forward at us. Obviously, there's no smell, sound, or anything else, but I just want it to look like the ground is crumbling away into like a deep, dark hole.
He does step back 5 feet. Not certain what you have done to the floor. Alrighty. Will that end your turn?
Yeah.
A bolt of flame hurls itself towards the giant ape from one of the little people, striking him in the fur. You take 8 points of fire damage as the little bolt crashes into you. Megan, one of the others, points a finger at you, and this time the wind picks up and hurls the bones on the ground flying towards you. However, because of your height, they fly directly over your head.
Yes.
Having the
Can I just
ground
hide my
falling
face?
out, this guy backs up again. Over this one,
It's, I mean, you probably know this, but it's an intelligence check to see through the illusion.
Oh. I made him an intelligence check. He did not see through the illusion.
I mean, my spell
I
save
didn't need
DC
his
is not
modifier.
super high.
He rolled a 9.
Oh! Fun.
I don't remember what his exact modifier is, but it's not above 0.
Awesome.
It's got a little dash beside it. So, considering your spell save DC is a minimum of 8, he did not make it.
Correct.
However, John in Giant Monkey Man suddenly has this deformed man swinging his hands at you. That'll be a 24 and a 25.
What's our armor class is 12, so yeah, those both hit.
21 points of bludgeoning damage for the first attack,
Okay.
and another 18 for the second attack. So that'll be a
Ouch.
7 and a 9. No, that'll just be 2 10s. Sorry.
So I have to do 2 con checks,
2 con checks, 1 for each attack.
and they both have to be 10. Okay. Nat 20.
Don't bother
And then a
making
10.
the second one.
What's the
That's
10?
fine.
Oh, don't.
You're
okay.
fine. You are fine. As he
Okay.
smacks you with his gross hands, you feel your fur getting matted as these boils are popping as he hits you. Cal. The large people have begun closing in on the first giant ape. And the halfling stands at the far side of the room, staring down the largest of them.
What about the people before the other people back over there? I kind of want to throw a boulder at one of them. Well, they haven't exactly cast a spell.
You would need to climb down from the ledge that you are on. They are the closest one to you. 5, 10. Is
Yeah, like
40
I'll
feet.
just-
And that's that guy.
Yeah.
To you.
I'll go the same distance to where the ape is. I guess I'll just. Can I go hit the one that's hitting John?
You know what? Sure. You got 40
Well.
feet to climb.
Monkey smash. Okay. 220s. They are both. What the heck? Plus 9. 18s.
18. That will hit.
Okay. So the one. Do you want me to just add up all the damage together for the 2 hits?
Yeah, sure.
So 19, 25, 11, 16, 21, 46 bludgeon damage.
46 bludgeoning damage.
Yeah, average of 22. Shit.
Alrighty. That hurts. He looks pretty bloodied or pussied, depending on your point of view. And that puts us back at the top with Lupini. The other giant ape has now climbed down and just started. As the one guy is attempting to maul you, suddenly you feel a thump as he just gets punched backwards from you. What would you like to do?
I want to attack that same guy, I guess, and do the double fist attack.
Double fist attack.
Just
Yeah.
getting mauled by these two giant gorillas.
Oh yeah, so I need to roll the hit, eh?
That is
I
correct.
didn't roll higher than you.
20 to hit,
Jesus Christ, yes.
and then 16 and 6 is 20 for the first one, 20 points of damage, and then 18 to hit for the second.
Yeah, that'll hit. Sorry, they have a. I'll just let you know they have an AC of 14.
Okay. And that would be 23. So 23, and what did I say the first one?
20.
Okay, so 43 in total. I should have just did it all together. Sorry, I was.
That's okay. No, separate's fine too. Separate's fine too. I'll let you in on a GMing trick after the sessions to how it makes it easier. All right. So you are smashing the heck out of this guy. He is damaged but still standing. Zan, you
Yeah.
find yourself in the center of the room. The cultists, the guys in the robes have begun spreading themselves out. However, many of them have stayed back with what you can only assume is their leader, with the largest single-eyed creature backing away from the hole in the ground that you have created.
Okay,
What would you...
right on the center of that leader guy in robes, I am going to cast a web. And now this one is not going to be connected to a wall or anything. This is a mass of thick, sticky webbing that will fill a 20-foot cube anywhere within 60 feet. I'm layering it on the ground, so it makes a flat surface have a depth of 5 feet, and it is difficult terrain. And lightly obscures the area. So, I mean, we can't see them so well, but it's difficult terrain for them. They can't move so great. So, yeah, that's what I'm doing.
Now we could set them all ablaze at once too. If
That's the idea. If anybody has a torch they can
Alrighty.
throw.
Technically, we all do.
Yeah.
And what is the DC to escape?
It doesn't say. Wait, hold on. I'm going further.
8 plus proficiency plus your spellcasting modifier.
Oh my lord. That's a lot. Uh, 14 is the...
A 14.
It has to make a
So I have
strength
to-
check.
Strength.
Okay, oh, hold on, there's more. Each creature that starts its turn in the webs or enters them has to make a dexterity saving throw. On a failed save, the creature is restrained as long as it remains in the webs or until it breaks free. And in order to break free, they have to make a strength check against my spell save DC. So that's a fun one.
So I have some good news and some bad news for you. As your massive web spreads over the area, suddenly the leader winks out of existence.
Aw.
The large one stumbling backwards, pulling his feet up out of the muck, still backing away. He's not stuck, but he's definitely slowed down. However, the two other men in robes, not only are they stuck with their feet to the ground, but it has tied the bottoms of their robes closed.
Nice.
So their arm movements are also partially restricted as they're trying to wiggle their cloak open enough to be able to start working their way out.
Gross.
They failed really badly.
So yeah, that was my action. Will you let me pull out a torch as a movement and throw it as a bonus?
No.
Okay.
Pulling it would be your bonus action to take it off your bag.
Oh,
You
I
could
guess
light it and throw it next turn. But...
Okay, that's what I'll do. I'll
just a
pull it out
torch?
and then I'll light and throw next turn.
Okay.
I'm good. Moving along.
And now it's this guy's turn. Those two are stuck in place. They're gonna make a strength save. What's the DC again?
14.
You're lucky.
Woo.
My roll was a 13.
Yes.
Great. Ain't not going nowhere.
Where's
As
Geoff
they-
and I on this? Oh,
All
I see.
the way
Never
over
mind. My bad. Yeah. Okay.
You've got your own shindig going on that side of the room.
Okay.
You're beating the piss out of the one guy, but they are closing in on you rather quickly. So, see how that plays out.
Well, Geoff and I
Across
should
the
lock
room,
and load
however-
like from.
The cloaked figures with their heads down begin hurling these magical bolts from their hands directly at the tiny halfling. Oh God. 6 bolts lash across the room,
Ooh.
2 of which strike the halfling.
Are you sure?
Remember to use your uncanny dodge then to take like half damage from one of them.
Yeah, is that a dex save that I can make? Because then I get uncanny dodge.
No, it is not a dex save, unfortunately. The 2 that managed to hit you deal you a combined 7 points of fire damage.
Oh no, that's evasion that gets a dex save. No, I can still use uncanny dodge. When an attacker
So you
that
take-
you can see hits you with an attack, you can use your reaction to half the damage. So that's what I'll do.
So you take 4 points of damage.
Yep.
As over your head, the room is lit up as like firecrackers are firing across the room. And as some of them hit you, you're like, really? That's it?
I laugh.
Reappearing on the battlefield, however, is their
Oh,
close leader.
shit.
And as he comes towards you, you look up into the cowl of his hood and you see clay masks staring down
Damn
at you
it!
with blank expression.
I'm impressed, little one. But this is not a battle you can win.
He reaches to his hip and he pulls a stopper from a clay jar.
Uh-oh.
Make me a Constitution save.
I'm not very constitutional. Oh, 18!
18. You feel the pull coming towards you. This pull on your very essence, and you manage to to shake it just for a second.
I flip him the bird.
Slipping back over to this side of the war zone.
Like some sort of like enchanted blood that's trying to like draw you and turn you into mindless vampire.
Yeah, not gonna lie, I'm curious. I want to know what that does.
Oh lord.
All right. This is where things don't go so well for you guys.
It's okay,
Yeah,
we got a
I'm
lot
sorry,
of hit points. What do we
guys.
got? 157. Holy crap.
Wow.
What's the AC on the gorilla?
Not high, 12.
12.
Damn. One of those did hit you. Mr. Geoff, I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but as they close in, descending on you, you suddenly are struck by his grotesque fists. You take 10 points of bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
Use different dice. John, however, you find yourself in a slightly different predicament. The damaged
So
one
you
in
have-
front of you also continues swinging at you. Jesus Christ. Guys are only hitting about half the time. You will, however, take 21 points of bludgeoning damage as he slaps you in the face, and the other one comes charging in at you. And both of those are going to hit you. And you take 26 points of bludgeoning damage from the second one. However, that's over 2 attacks, so again, there's 4 con saves, all DC 10.
So I have to roll it 4 times?
Yes.
Okay. I rolled an 8 my first time.
So as
With
they're
your modifier,
pummeling
right?
in on the ape, just slamming
Oh yeah, my
down on him.
modifier. I forgot about my modifier, man. So that would be a 14.
Alrighty. Did you fail any of those?
I'm rolling the rest now, and no, I didn't.
Alrighty, so you managed barely to hold on to your mind as they're just beating on you, and you feel that your fur is getting heavier as they bleed and pus on you.
Ugh.
Cal,
I'm gonna keep welling on the one in the middle. I'll just hit him once first and see if that knocks him down, I guess.
alright.
Never mind, that one. Fuck.
That one, he takes a backhanded swing at you. And that'll be a 19. You take 18 points of bludgeoning damage. And you don't need to make a con save.
Nope.
Here's a fun one. If John fails his constitution save, both drop the monkey form.
Oh, really?
I won't fail.
One person,
Yeah, 'cause
one
he's
person will be 2
concentrating on
spells.
Yeah,
So you
'cause
should really be taking the lead, and I should be hitting and hiding behind you.
Yeah. If it drops, though, you can just cast it again, and then that actually would almost be half good, because then I can cast a spell too on my turn.
Okay. True, and I do have enough spell. Okay.
And then, and John, you recorded that you used 4 sorcery points to twin it, right?
No, I did not.
Make sure, because those sorcery points are awesome but limited.
Yeah, for sure. I'm just trying to see how many I have here.
And Cal, what
I
are you
haven't
doing
used-
with that second attack?
Same guy.
Okay.
Ooh, you no punch me punch you. Ooh, I do punch him. 8, like 27.
27. As he punches you, even though it connects, you grab him by the wrist and punch him in the elbow backwards.
Ow.
Oh. That's brutal.
That's 16 bludgeon damage.
He lets out this howl as his arm bends in the wrong direction, pus spilling onto the floor as he recoils, stepping backwards with his bent arm.
Man, I think I'm gonna blister coil weird this place anyways, just to get rid of the smell and stench and all that.
Lupini.
What's that,
Is
sir?
that guy dead now?
No, he is still standing. He is
That-
badly injured, and there's 2 others that have closed in on you guys.
Okay, well, I'm just gonna take my first attack on him, and hopefully I kill him with it. 12 and plus, 21 to hit.
Yeah, he's only
21
got
will most
14.
certainly hit.
Yeah, and then 14, 20 points bludgeoning.
As he's stepping backwards, staring at his bent backwards arm, you just wind up and clock him in the face. And as you crushing into his face, you feel a crunch, and the head turns another quarter turn. And you die. I like dead guys on the field, but faces clutter up the camera too much.
Yeah, that's fair.
So there's
What
still
I've
one
done
in my
before-
reach that I
Yes.
can use for my second.
Yep.
What I,
It's 24 bludgeoning. I rolled
24.
17 to hit.
God damn. Alrighty. So you managed to clock him with your fist after dropping his friend. Just reach across and just slap him upside the head. He kind of looks at you dazed for a second. Zan,
Yeah.
back in the center of the room.
Uh-huh.
And I can still,
Yes.
I still have my movement, eh?
If you want to, but you would incur an opportunity attack.
Okay, I guess I'll just stay there.
At some point in the last couple seconds, realizing that what he had attempted was not working, he zooped back out. You
Yeah.
find yourself surrounded with his forces spreading themselves out further across the room. The area here still covered in webs. The big guy not stuck in it, but stepping backwards, finding it sticky on his feet, wasn't getting any better.
Yeah, no kidding. All right. I am tossing my torch into that web now.
Alrighty, make me a ranged attack.
19.
A 19. Alrighty, you managed not only to throw it in, but you, as one of the guys in robes opens his cloak enough to get his hands out, hooray! Bang! He gets hit in the face with a torch, and then it falls down. I would like you to roll me 3d8, please.
Not bad. 17.
As the floor erupts in fire and the room is now brightly lit, and this guy is now hopping to get out of the fire. However, the other 2 are not so lucky. Is there anything else you would like to do on your turn?
No. I'm not entirely sure where I should go next, so I'm just gonna stay put.
All right. Bad guy's turn.
That was fun, though.
That was fun. And did a lot of damage to many people. 3 of them close in on you, though.
Yeah, kind of thought they might.
2 of them uttering different spells back to back. You're not quite sure what's going on when suddenly a beam of ice from one and a strong wind pushes you towards them. Ooh. Unfortunately for them,
Oh,
the beam of wind hits you, blasting you off of your feet, sending you reeling 5 feet to the side, which causes the beam of fire to fly across and hit their friend.
Oh.
isn't that fun?
They rolled a nat 1.
nice. Do I take any damage from my flying?
No, you just get pushed to the side because it was also like a 14 to hit you, which I don't think hits you very good.
No, it does not.
It does not. So it pushed you out of the way so that he could get hit with fire.
Cool beans.
So he takes 8 points of damage from his own friend. And pushes you out of range of the guy who was trying to slice at you with a sword, with his short sword. Well, that sucks for him. However, the two that are tied up do have the opportunity. One of them reaches into his pouch and he pulls out what looks like a series of little darts and flicks them out into the air at you.
Seriously, these little fuckers. I mean, I'm tiny.
You're taking 9 points of force damage as these little tiny darts blast into you.
Ah. Pshaw.
This guy, however, disappears from where he's standing, no longer bound to the floor. Reappears over here. That will round out their turn. And the big guys, they just happen to roll side by side.
Megan, stop right out in the middle of shit.
Well,
This is a crazy battle, actually.
I had to run in order to cast that silent image, and then I just haven't gone anywhere since then. Which
Oh yeah, no,
Megan?
flee. You're a rogue. If
Yeah.
you're not able
Megan,
to get
I
out of the
need-
battle situation, you're not a rogue.
Megan, I need you to make me a Constitution save.
I keep telling you, I'm not
Nice.
very constitutional. That would be a 7. Oh god, stop rolling dice.
You take 22 points of psychic damage as he glares, the large one-eyed creature glares down on you. You feel it entering your mind almost like a murky poison to your brain.
My pen died, and I just threw it across the room.
Mr. Cat.
Oh.
I'm good.
That's
Hey,
me
Marshall.
again.
Yes.
Yeah, the guy off to the left here, bashing him twice.
Alrighty.
To the different
Make your
dice.
attack.
Hold on, I'm grabbing a different dice. This one keeps rolling me nat ones.
Ooh,
So
yeah.
is this one. Frickety frick.
Toss that dice away.
Well, no, because it could be lucky on a different day.
True.
Okay, you said 14? Yeah, they're well above. The lowest roll was a 14, and then these stupid apes have a +9. Okay, 20 on one hit, and 25 on the other. Damn, 45.
45 points of damage.
There's only one over the average, actually. It's 22 average.
Alrighty. You smack him and he just stumbles backwards. Shakes himself and tries to get himself back together. I forgot to give them a turn. Oh well, my bad.
I never had a
Is there
turn.
anything else you'd like to do, Mr. Cal?
Ah, that's it. Punch, punch. None of my other weird abilities work because I'm it's not wild shape.
Alrighty. Lupini.
And cast spell.
I'm gonna go behind that same guy that's fighting him and attack him with that double hit.
So you want to try and move around this guy.
Around this guy. Oh, and then he'll give me an opportunity attack. That's what you were saying last time, eh? But yeah,
Yep.
I guess I don't want to do that. Can I just go right beside?
That
Right
is an
beside?
option. You could flank the second guy, which would give you both of you advantage on your attacks against him, but it would incur one opportunity attack. So that's your choice.
Yeah. I'll just stand beside. Oh no, I don't want. No, I want to go behind him. Yeah, I'll do it. I'll go behind him.
All right. So you decide.
It'll be
The
real
40
awkward
feet
if you
more.
break out right then and there from the attack, though. I mean, technically, it would just let you cast it again, though, immediately.
That'll be a 14 to hit.
Yeah.
17 points of bludgeoning damage as he slaps you on the back. DC 10 con save. Or concentration.
Yeah. I got 12.
Well, awesome.
Nice.
Now make your attacks with advantage.
Okay, let me do the math here. 3, 4. Jeez. Okay, attacks with advantage. What does that mean again? I get a roll to hit twice?
Roll
You
2d20.
roll 2d20s, pick the higher.
Sorry.
Or rather, roll 2d20s and pick the one that you want.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I got an 11, which gives me a 20 to hit for the first one.
Yep.
And then 23 to hit the second one.
Alrighty, roll me a whole schwack of damage.
Fantasy
22
plus.
for the first one.
Shit.
And only 18 for the second. So 22 and 18.
22 and 18.
40 bludgeon.
That's still 40 points of damage.
Yeah.
He is definitely looking bloodied as you suddenly come up behind him and just start beating on his shoulder blades from behind. Boom, boom, boom.
King called Skull Island.
Zam,
Yeah.
Rod.
it's your turn.
Yeah, how close am I to that tall dude? To the big guy? Pretty close?
15 feet?
How many attacks of
Random
opportunity will I incur if I dash toward him and climb him up? Or climb up him?
Surprisingly none if you just come straight at him.
That's what I want to do. I want to climb right up onto his shoulder. I got my spider cloak.
Alrighty.
I should be able to do it.
Oh, yeah.
Alright. I would like you to make me an acrobatics check. Not
That-
to stay on him, but because he is trying to actively grab at you
Yeah.
to pull you off of him.
Nat 20! I'm a fucking spider.
You're
For the shits and
As his
giggles,
hand
that's
comes, as you
30.
start climbing up his midsection, his hand reaches around you, encircling, and you slip through his fingers as he closes it into a fist and then opens it in front of himself and roar. So there goes your bonus action to dash up him. What you doing now?
I mean, I want to stab him in the back of the neck.
Alrighty. Also, good position. Kind of hard to look at somebody from the back of their head.
That's kind of what I was thinking. I assume I have to
it's like-
hold on, so I'm only gonna stab him once. Like, there's no way I'm getting anything else out of that.
Well, I'd like to remind you that your bonus action attack is with the same weapon, but you've already used your bonus action.
Oh yes,
to
that's right.
climb him.
Yeah, that's right.
Reminds me of
did the
Shadow of
dash.
Colossus right here.
I've got that's a 24 to hit, and I'm green flame blade in this bitch.
No,
Yeah.
it's really like Shadow of Colossus.
Yeah, and you could green flame blade that because that's still your action. You're only getting one attack, so yes.
Yeah, I don't get any bonus action though because I don't have any allies in 5 feet, as far as I know.
No,
Um,
no, you are surrounded by bad guys, right?
Yay! Max damage on the piercing. That is 12 points of damage. And then fire-wise, that is 7 points of fire. Now, is there another enemy within 5 feet of him that the green flame can jump to?
Actually, yeah.
All right.
Forgot about that one.
So the flame is going to jump for another 7 points to the next dude.
It's
Okay.
actually
No.
got a lot of fire power between us.
Yeah.
And I am absolutely, definitely, purposely picking some kind of fiery spells and fire summons. Groomba.
Absolutely. Yeah,
That
that
is literally magma methods I can summon.
Hence why you could become a magma monster that's just held together by an ever-flowing flood of water. You turn into a lava core that's stabilized by water.
Pretty much.
It's kind of like being Roomba on a very tiny level.
I'm Groomba's sneeze.
Alrighty. So, Zan, we're just going to put you on the base of this person.
yeah.
Hello, everybody.
Balance him on the head.
Yo, small Shadow of Colossus story. Really, really small. This is a game called Monster Hunter. You go and you hunt dragons with big weapons. You're usually doing hundreds of damage per hit, depending on what kind of weapon you have. I have a hammer, so I have hundreds of damage per hit with that stupid hammer. You can jump onto a creature's back and like mount them and stab them a bunch, and then the stabbing only does 1 damage, but then what you do afterwards is you bash them into a wall or knock them down or something, right?
Cool.
But the stab only does 1 single damage compared to the hundreds of damage me and my buddy have doing. I ended up finishing a monster off with like the 1 damage. So, like, dude had like 12 health when I jumped on.
Huh.
Shadow of Colossus, stab it, and it was a giant monkey too.
Nice.
Sorry.
The men in robes circle around the large, the large one-eyed thing, looking up at the tiny halfling.
Hi guys.
They all start chanting. They
Aw.
all suddenly start murmuring something and moving their hands, and you see the big guy. No, no, no! And he's trying to grab at you feverishly. No, no. Megan, I need you to make me 1, 2, 3, 6 dexterity saves. DC 14.
Okay.
He also must make the same 6 dexterity saves. However, he is going to have disadvantage because, Oh, dear.
DC 14?
Yeah.
Okay. Pass. Pass.
0.
Fail.
Half damage.
Pass.
0.
Pass.
0.
How many did I have to do? I think I did 6.
You have to do 6, yes. So how many
'Kay.
did you pass and or fail?
I only failed 1.
Okay. Well, as the air around you suddenly erupts in just this roar of fire, over and over and over again, you feel the boils around you are popping in the heat. The one-eyed one
Gross.
screaming in agony as the both of you are just enveloped in fire. I'm so sorry. This is going to take me a second to roll out. I am sorry. I didn't plan on dropping 6 fireballs on you.
That's all good. Fireballs
Those
are
are
always
all
fun.
fireballs?
Yes.
Oh, fuck. It's a really good thing you're a rogue right now, because that's I see why
Right?
you're alive. Because you would only take half damage from a single one of those instead of, I don't know, 100 plus fire damage.
Oh yeah, I can't.
These things average around 20. So,
Yeah, that's pretty intense. But it's awesome. I like to imagine that I was like ducking behind this guy's head, and then just this one time I peeked up and I didn't get back down fast enough.
Sorry, give me 1 second. I apologize.
No, keep
sorry,
going.
that's
It's
a
all good.
lot of dice, dude.
I'm like sitting here like all excited, knowing that this could be extremely disastrous, but not nearly as disastrous as if I had failed more than once.
Well, this guy is dead. The guy you're on is done, though.
I know. I'm anticipating like that I'm gonna have to like save to jump off of him as he falls.
You could play dead.
I mean, I could, but I kind of don't think they'll fall for it. They seem pretty with it.
Not Charta.
I can hear the dice going, and it's just fantastic.
So many.
I
These
know.
guys probably have health. Especially the one-eyed dude.
Where's my calculator on this phone? Because I need it. You know what? I'll just do this manually. So...
Oh man, what if I'm dead?
each. You, well, no. When you succeed, you take 0, and when you fail, you only take half, right?
No, not according to spell.
Well, the rogue evasion.
That does not affect you for AoEs.
I thought that's.
It says
specifically
when
what it
I'm
was.
subjected to an effect that allows you to make a dexterity saving throw to only take half damage, you instead take no damage if you succeed and half if you fail.
Alrighty. Well, you know what? That will factor
Evasions.
in considerably.
Fuck yeah, I love rogues.
It's the reason you're alive right now.
I know.
If me and your god were down there, 6 fireballs. 5. You'd be dead. Even that'd probably take us all the way out of 8 form too. Even.
Megan, you take 45 fire damage as the air just erupts in fire. That's half damage.
Well, if I think if
45?
she succeeds, she takes 0 with the evasion feature.
You take 45 points of fire damage as the skin on the person around you melts away and you find yourself standing on the collarbone of the still somewhat alive creature as he stumbles back, trying to cover the melted eye that was his face.
So
He is dead.
How far below 0 do I have to be permanently dead?
You'd have to hit 0 and then do your total life, like your total hit point maximum
Yeah.
again.
Okay. I'm down, but I'm not permanent dead.
He just took 180 fire damage.
Holy fuck.
Didn't mean.
I am so smoking on that stone floor in the middle of those crispy fried bones. Like, there's just steam coming off of me. Holy fuck.
That will end their turn. Now we hop
Well,
back
they're
over
not
to
gonna
this
do it
side.
again.
They don't want to try and kill me again?
Who's creeping up behind me there?
Their leader. John, I need you to make me a Constitution save as you suddenly feel yourself almost being like pulled out of your body.
I rolled a 17 and my modifier is a 6, so 23.
You managed to shake off the effect.
Nice.
Now it's their turn. The guy in the middle continues swinging at you. Both of those
At
hit
who?
the ape. However,
Which
luckily
ape?
they don't. You ape.
Me. Oh, shit.
That's 18 damage, bludgeoning on the first one. And 19 on the second one, so 2 con saves, DC 10.
Shit. 19. Shit. I only have 17 hit points left. Okay, so 2 con saves and DC 10. I rolled a nat 20 on my first one.
Good job.
So I don't need to roll the second one, or I still do?
Sure, you know what? Let's call that. That sounds like a reasonable thing.
Okay.
And this closes the gap. Swinging out at the pretend monkey.
My monkey or his monkey?
Your monkey.
Okay.
Only connecting
Thank God.
once, though.
Okay.
You take 9 points of bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
You're getting lucky with your damage, man.
Yeah, I'm only taking. I'm still at 120. They haven't hit me much.
No, it's not that they're not trying. It's that he rolled a 1 and a 3 for some of his damage dice. Cal. Oh, he should have rolled that.
Which is the one that we were brutalizing earlier? That's the guy in the middle, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll try and take him out first. 21 to hit. Ew. 12 bludgeon damage. A 1 on 1 and a 4.
Alright, 12 more points of bludgeoning damage. And is that both of your attacks?
Just one. He's still there?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, yeah, I'll hit him again. Let's try. It's way above 22 or something. That's correct. 23 bludgeon damage.
23 bludgeoning damage. He is still alive, but not looking good. You can see that under the... You assume there's broken bones, however, with all the boils all over his body, that gets difficult.
Yeah. Oh. I feel like I would take a broken bone over just being covered in boils.
Lupini.
Can I grab that leader, or is he gone now?
He seems to have disappeared again.
Well, what the actual fuck? Okay. Well, I'll do my first attack, my first fist attack on the guy in front of me. Nat 20.
Oh shit. Okay, he's gone now.
If you want, you can roll that, but your crit damage would kill him. How would you like him to die?
Yeah, I want him to I want to smash him, and then when I pull my fist up, it'll make like a mushroom cloud of blood under it. Because I'll pull it up so fast.
You spray it up into the air with a loud "Ooh, ooh, ooh, ah!" as you pull your fist out of his body.
So, I guess I have one more attack. I'm gonna go to the guy closest to Geoff, but from behind. And do I get that with advantage?
Sure.
Okay, so 25, so that hits.
25 will certainly hit, yes.
16 and 22 points of bludgeoning.
22, Jesus Christ. Alrighty. So he's getting beat the heck up. And that puts us at Zan.
Send it to you.
Oh yeah. Yep. I'm a jerk in my games. I don't even let the player themselves know if they've succeeded or not.
I have a question for you, Megan.
Yeah. Does that work when I'm unconscious?
I mean, I don't see why it wouldn't.
Okay.
Hey, John. Ape. See, we can speak in ape. Secret language of the ape.
We just scream at each other.
Scratch ass, pick nose, armpit fart. I just said hi.
Pick your button and slap him in the face.
I need to learn how to roll blunts out of banana leaves.
Take a whole palm leaf.
Yeah.
So yes, because of your vampiric, that doesn't stick around.
I know, I just thought you would laugh.
I definitely would laugh. And if we were playing older editions, that would be a very bad thing for you right now.
Yeah.
Luckily, we're not playing 3rd edition.
No kidding.
Where
All
negative hit points were a thing.
You're like 3 point off being one-shotted.
Almost.
What's your hit point total? Like, what's your max?
42.
Jesus Christ.
I've rolled crap, in my opinion, for hit points on leveling up.
You open your eyes and you, as you're laying on the ground, you see the boots of, and the robe that matches the leader of these casters has closed in on you. What do you do?
Stab him in the leg? I mean, I'm on the ground. Is that feasible?
Certainly.
Okay.
Achilles tendon him.
Oh, John, we gotta get over there, man.
Yeah, we only got one dude left, so one of us can stay and fight him. I could get over there quick.
Do I roll at disadvantage because I'm on the ground, or is it normal since I'm short and used to being on the ground?
I'll go, John. I got more health.
I'm going to
Yeah.
give you just a regular roll because technically it should be disadvantage because you're on the ground. But I will also argue that there is an element of surprise.
Okay.
You were just hit with that many fireballs. By all rights, you should be. Logically, you're dead.
Yeah. And I whisper green flame blade as I stab him. That is a 26 to hit.
Ouch.
8 points of piercing damage, 4 points of fire, and then if there's dude within 5 feet of him, they take 6 points of fire.
There is nobody alive within
Okay.
5 feet.
Well, I tried.
Well, that was bad for him.
He's got a thorn in his leg.
Turning their attention,
Just gonna run to the bathroom real quick.
Okay.
I have my phone on me, so you can shoot me a message if you need something.
Are we gonna end this after the battle tonight?
yeah. We had a bit of a. We got hung up on that party a little bit longer than I wanted to, but that's fine. So turning their attention towards the giant apes, they begin hurling little motes of flame towards you, 2 of which sparking towards our sorceress. One of which missing the sorceress horribly, the other one blasting into your shoulder blade for 8 points of fire damage.
Oh, I'm still an ape.
You got to make a DC 10 Constitution save though.
Oh,
Geoff has 2
Shit.
coming at him.
I rolled a nat 1.
Oh.
No.
Unfortunately, you are shaken out of your monkey form, both you and the druid, which is why, as the bolts of fire cross the room towards the druid, they miss, whizzing overhead. Stumbling backwards after the stab in the leg and limping back a step. Again, the leader reaches the hip and uncorks
Oh,
the
Caleb,
jar.
you're breaking up. Where did you go?
There, how's that?
Oh, much better. Wow. Night and day.
Megan, I need you to make me a con save. Yeah, yes, Geoff, you're not an ape anymore because John failed a Constitution save. However, because he failed the Constitution save and you were shrinking in size, the firebolts being thrown at you went over your head.
I don't really I don't understand. I think that went over my head.
5, by the way. My con save is a 5.
You suddenly feel yourself pulled, almost dematerialized.
Oh, that's
And
so
you vanish.
cool. What?
You vanish from the scene.
Oh, holy shit.
We gotta kill that leader.
He's kind of pissing me off, but you know.
2 more join the fray,
Of course.
launching their little motes of fire. One at the sorceress. Oh, that'll miss. And one at the. Never mind. Motes of fire blast into the walls, scorching the walls. That guy's still alive. That's good. He's gonna split his attacks, 1 on each of you, because you guys were just tag teaming him, and now you're little.
Oh no, it's not great.
Geoff, I need you to make me an opportunity attack.
Oh,
Um, I have a melee cantrip. Can I use that?
No. Can't use a spell for that.
I don't have a weapon.
You've
So
got a
make an
dagger.
unarmed strike.
Oh.
Oh, I could do that, and I could do the monk punch. This is the first time I'm monk punching someone.
You can monk punch, but you can't use the bonus action because this is a reaction.
Yes,
or a free
yes, yes,
reaction.
yes. Do we still flank him?
Yeah, sure. What the hell?
What the fuck? Dex, I guess. Okay, so +5, 11, and I'm pretty sure it's still. Oh God, sorry. Give me 5 seconds to look up monk. I think it's either.
Did you look that up?
Okay.
Yeah, it is a D4 unless you've gone up. No, you're still level 1 monk, so it's a D4 plus your dex.
3 plus Dex 5.
Hey, it's something.
Yeah.
Lupini, however, he turns and he brings his fist down on you for 24 points of bludgeoning damage.
Fuck that guy.
Cal, it's your turn. His
Yeah,
back
what?
is turned to you as he's punching your friend.
If his, I don't care if I. Okay, all right. Here we go. So first, I'm gonna cast my 4th level spell, a new spell, Conjure Minor Elementals. In the spirit of Groomba, I'm going to summon 4 Magma Methods, which are just double checking, have it pinned here, CR half, so yeah, I can get 4 of them. What's the range? They have a little fire breath attack. I'm gonna summon them. Can I summon them on the, I guess, forward side of me? I want them to go and flame up all those little guys up there. Like, at least as long as they're not close enough to the big guy to get opportunity attack.
I mean, how far out can you summon them? Probably 30 feet.
I think it's 30 or 60.
And you want them to be attacking these guys?
Yeah.
Alright, let's put one there, there, and there. There we
90
go.
feet? What the hell? I guess I need a higher level spell slot.
You want them behind them?
I want them surround. These guys are gonna get a little toasty. I do want. Yeah, right there. That's fine because they go after my turn, right? Basically.
Yes.
Okay, and then I will turn myself into the blister coil weird. And then while in fire weird form, I say, Groomba no like when you hurt his friends.
Alright, so now you're a weird, we'll just... Oh wait, you're still medium-sized when you do that.
Yeah,
Alright,
yeah,
so
sure.
they're going to use their fire breath on these people?
Yes, it's a 15-foot cone, which is why I squealed a little bit when you put them all nice and close together. I mean, it's a nice formation, just not great when...
Alright, so what roll do they have to make for each of those?
They make DC 11 or Dex saves. Can I get the 2 on the side to just kind of flank a little bit, just because like I'm pretty sure they can hit multiple ones. Then I'm pretty sure all the flame attacks can hit a few of them.
They're all hitting between two to three people. So
Sure.
that guy, they both have to roll. So for him, we're just gonna go down the line for the sake of my brain. What's the DC?
Just 11. It's a 2d6. Should I just roll that once and just have the same damage for all, or should I roll each one?
That might make more sense. So these two make their save
And it's
from this guy. And then
oh nice.
hit one. This guy, he can get 1, 2, 3, 4. Makes it. Damn it. 4 of those made it. And this guy can catch all 3. Fail. Make. Fail. So that was quite a bit of damage across a lot of them.
Yeah, it's just a little flame spout. And then when they're done, I want them to just walk into the middle of these guys because they have a fire burst if they die. So I want them to like just be completely surrounded. They're pretty squishy little guys, but you know what? If they're gonna burst into flames on death, go get into melee. Oh, they can also cast heat metal innately. Fuck. Are any of these guys wearing armor?
Metal armor, no.
I should have asked that first, sorry.
That's, I mean, if they still blow up, it's still an.
Oh, yeah. No, these guys-
Okay, so that was Cal's turn. That puts us up at Lupini.
Okay, well, I'm gonna change into a T-Rex.
Sorry, can I move forward? Turn over, never mind.
Do you want me to?
No, don't touch me. I'm a fireboy.
Yeah. So I just gotta turn to a T-Rex and do a bite attack in that big guy in front of me.
Alright, roll your attack.
Okay. 27 to hit. That was good. It's 4d12.
Alright, roll your 4d12.
Yeah. Okay, found him.
I guess it'll track me. 8 health and
Nice. 37 plus 7. 40. 44 piercing. And if the target's medium or smaller, it's grappled and it needs a 17 to escape. Otherwise, it's restrained.
It is presently restrained by its T-Rex.
Oh, what did I say here? I got 20, 37, and 7 is 44.
Upon being assaulted by these tiny little things,
they're
one
small.
of them ice at it.
Gotcha.
13 hit.
An AC of 11. They're tiny. They're
You take 5 points of cold damage.
definitely has vulnerability to that, so that's 10. So this guy only has 12 health left. Which one is this one?
There you go. This one is presently blasted by a couple different people.
I'll keep track of their health. I have 4 d20s over here. They have 0.2 health.
The 12 hit. Alright, so he gets 3 of those blasts. For a further 10 points of damage. We're gonna hang it, because I know that they have some pain effects at the same time everything's happening. As 2 of them are now hurling a mote of fire at the T-Rex. Is it 12 hit?
No, I got 13. Natural. It says natural armor. I don't know what that means.
Skin be thick. So he hits you, and it makes you a more nice sunny day.
Nice.
Are any of these guys trying to cast spells while with
Potentially.
second reason to
Except
throw them all in?
that they were going to re-roll.
Yeah, it's too late for them. Sorry, I just thought of it now.
That's actually going to use his sword to try and slice up the guys in the air.
Oh yeah, because the little
Well,
bastards.
he's not. The thoughts within a sword that can fly might get out of your reach. Alrighty. Now, Mr. Geoff, I believe that the one on the far end has an effect.
Death, yeah. That's the only one that died.
Yeah. Yeah, nobody else can roll a goddamn thing.
Dex save, same thing, 11, and 2d6 fire damage. So yeah, basically the same as the fire breath. Or just
And
6.
how big is the explosion?
Everyone's in 5 feet.
Alright, so they don't have to get a save. DC 11. One success, one fail, 2 fail.
Okay, so it's 6 fire damage and half on a success, so 6 or 3 each. Not a lot, but you know, they're doing their job. They're summons.
And and you didn't catch any of your own people in that blast.
Is anybody else having issues? Discord must hate me. Can't hear anybody.
Discord is a pain in the ass.
Oh, now I can hear you. What the hell? You were all froggy sounding for like the last 10 minutes and it was really freaking me out.
Oh, that's dumb. Okay, so that's them. The big guy gets to go. He's gonna make a strength save against the T-Rex. I'm going to assume a 12 doesn't get him out.
No, 17 you need.
Jeez.
Well. He is still restrained, and that's the end of his turn.
That's what the
Which puts us back down at Cal.
Okay. So, so I gotta swap over to my This is quite weird. Okay. So I have a swimming speed of 60 feet. Are we in water right now? No. Okay. I will completely not give a shit about the big guy. I'm gonna move 40 feet towards all these little guys.
You can get yourself right in the fray.
Yeah,
Oh,
especially
hey.
because I can actually engulf other people. Could I possibly use my action to try to taunt the big guy, or like their leader guy?
I mean, you could certainly try.
With like a charisma check or something. I'm gonna try and piss him off. I'm gonna I probably wouldn't have heard him saying you're not gonna win this fight to Megan, right?
No.
Okay. Fuck. A cloak and a clay mask. Say clay mask. What does that make you? The Phantom of the Opera?
Roll me. Let's call that intimidation.
Sure. I don't know, man. I'm just trying to get heat off of Megan.
I'm not even there. You don't see me anymore.
I know, but I don't know what the hell he's doing to you, and I'm afraid of that. Just not a lie.
You, and you can see the blank face kind of turn and look at you, but otherwise, he just kind of sits there.
Damn
That's
it.
fair.
You sound like a frog
I'm just
again.
checking because I definitely have a couple of abilities going off. So I'm still medium size. Can I just put myself on one of those random dudes? Because yeah, like I'm effectively a magma elemental, so I can be in the same space as someone else. It can enter a hostile creature's space and stop there. The first time the creature enters a creature's space, they take a D10 of fire damage and catch fire, in which case they will keep taking D10s of fire damage.
So at 11, I might have to like back out and maybe let one of you guys control my character if we're gonna keep going past 11.
Okay.
We got 8 minutes. I think we can either
One
finish
way
or
or
find a
another,
spot to
we'll
stop.
So I'll just do a D10 of fire to one guy, so he'll take 7 fire. And then now he's on fire.
Alrighty. Is now on fire. You start with the guy at this.
Sure, whatever. I'm also very, 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 very bright.
Yep, there's no problem seeing. Is that all on your turn, or what about your little dudes?
Oh yeah, little dudes. The guy over there, does he have anything on him that I can see that's metal?
He's wearing a head cloak, and he's not wearing a breastplate underneath it.
Got noise. I will simply tell them because their little fire breath is a recharge ability. Should I roll for them to see if it recharges?
Sure.
Okay. It's a D6, and they only get it back on a 6, so it's not super likely. None of them get it back. Never mind. Okay, so the Magma Mephits. Sorry, I'm gonna switch back to them. I'll just tell them to keep hitting. I'm gonna tell one of them to hit me actually. And like, I don't know how that actually really works with friendly fire, but can I like allow him to hit me and just like not even put up my defense or something and just be like, hit me?
Yes. We'll still take the damage.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I actually need to take the damage. That's what I want. Okay, so there's 3 of them, so I'll roll for 2 to hit then. Oh, I have a +3. Okay, the one's got a 15, the other's got a 14.
13 and 14. Alright, so you have 2 attacking you?
No, one attacking me. The other 2 are just attacking, I don't know, a guy that they're...
Alrighty, so guy, how much damage were they dealing to him?
A D4 slashing and a D4 fire. So a D4. 4 slashing or 5 slashing because it's +1, and then just 1 fire. And then I guess for the one that hits me, it'll be 4 slashing, which I'm pretty sure I have, and 1 fire, which then. Sorry, I have a lot of little bastards to track here.
Yeah, figure that out. I think you have resistance to fire. Double check the slashing part. You may have that. I'm not 100% sure.
I do have resistance to slashing.
Lupini, it is now your turn. You're still chomping down on the dude.
So it says he's restrained till you get that 17. Do I just can I just do another bite attack?
I mean, you're holding him with your mouth, so I don't see why not. I'll give you
Okay.
advantage on that.
Sorry.
Advantage on that. So 24 to hit there.
Yeah, that'll hit. How much damage are you doing with your jaw saw?
So this is 4d12. So that's not that good this time, I don't think. 25. I guess it's okay. 32 of piercing.
32. He is still alive, but he's dangling at funny angles at this point.
And it says I can do a multi-attack, and I can still use my tail attack against the same target.
No, same.
Oh, it can't. Oh, it can't make both against the same. Sorry, it can't. Okay. And there's no one else around me, so I'm just going to end my turn there.
Your tail attack, you might actually be able to.
My tail attack's 10 feet.
If you move yourself, you would be able to.
He's in his mouth.
Yeah, but maybe I can move myself towards the leader there and use my tail. Or somewhere to that crowd of people or something, I don't know. Or not, I don't know.
You know what? I will give you. Roll me a straight roll.
Okay. I got 15.
15. We'll be able to drag you a few feet over, putting your tail within range of one of them. Make an attack.
Okay. I've never made a tail attack.
He's just slowly backpedaling, just swinging his tail around like a happy wagging dog.
This is going to be 3d8. $15 and 7 is 22 bludgeoning.
22 bludgeoning.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, as you slap him into the floor. If I need to make me a Constitution save, as behind you, leader has managed to teleport. So you feel this pull on you again.
21.
So now, after Lupini's turn, Zanya and I are talked.
So can I give someone permission to take my character and continue with it?
Sure. We'll keep you going as the T-Rex. I'm pretty sure you'll spend your next turn continuing to saw what's his noodle apart.
Yeah, and it's full health still. There's been no damage or nothing.
I can
So
probably
whoever
track
wants
that.
to-
I have a little T-Rex card here. Just one.
Fair
more,
enough.
One more number for me to track. And then what do you have with your con saves?
My con saves, it's whatever he tells me. Like I just
It's a
roll
plus
whenever I take
4.
damage.
Yes.
Oh,
yeah,
my constitution's a +6, sorry. My
Okay.
constitution's a +6.
Your con saves, yeah.
Yeah, for con saves, yeah.
And you haven't taken any damage, so 136. Oh, guys, the track.
Hey guys. Well, thank you. I'm sorry I had to leave, but
No,
have
it's
a
okay.
good night.
That's okay.
It'll probably might finish quick.
Alrighty. Have a good night, guys.
Night.
You as well. All right. Up next is the Betty guys, of whom now very, very concerned about the fanning themselves out, worried about what is going on around them.
Things got hot in here real quick.
Oh, those two can still do that. Goody.
So 2 of them launch their tiny little darts, magically imbued towards the blister coil wizard.
That's
Take
an 18.
12 points from the first guy, 12 points of force damage from the first, and 11 points from the second one as they blast at you, trying to push you backwards. Begin.
I'll just make the con save for each of those. Oh yeah. The little buddies are still there.
I also need 2 opportunity attacks from the methods against the dudes.
Oh, because they walked away. Okay. D20 plus 3. 14. Have 5. Does the 14 connect?
The 14 does connect.
Cool. 5 fire or 5 slashing damage and 2 fire. 7 overall.
Right. One of them doesn't make it out of there.
Nice.
I'm currently tracking the three methods myself. The T-Rex.
Good thing you don't have to worry
And,
about me.
Yeah.
Geoff, the one in front of you takes its short sword and it slashes at you, and you can feel. What's your AC as the dude? 18?
Yep.
Okay, you feel the blade cut through the water, not dealing a whole lot of damage, but halfway through it suddenly starts. You feel this almost like necrotic rot from inside your body, kind of. You take 9 points of damage in total.
Well, what was the slash? Because I would have had resistance to that, or it was just.
3. So you take 2 slashing and 4 necrotic.
Okay. Okay.
And then I would like you to make me another con save, please, as the guy behind you, having backed up a little bit, is still doing whatever he's doing to try and pull you in.
Okay. The guy that hit me, he's gonna take a chunk of damage too. Was that the same guy I'm engulfed with?
Yes.
Okay, so he takes a automatic D10 for just being on fire. So that's 7, and then he hit me, so that's another 10, 17 fire damage.
Nice.
Oh jeez.
Considering he had 3 hit points left, yeah.
Oh, so
That didn't work out.
technically that hit wouldn't have happened because I think hold on. At the start of each of its turn, it takes that first D10, which would have been 7.
So you managed to strike him down on this turn with between your engulf and your slappiness. Nobody else is within melee range at this point in time, and it's not your turn.
Okay.
The dude gets a save against the T-Rex.
You said you wanted me to make a con save, right?
Yes.
15.
You feel yourself being pulled out of reality and
Oh.
swooped back, and you disappear.
Oh.
You find yourself suddenly standing in a stone room where you see the halfling sitting across from a skeleton with no legs, and the skeleton is pouring liquid from one of from a wineskin into its mouth. The liquid splashing down against its spine bones and dripping onto the floor.
I look up and I'm just like, hi. We were just getting to know each other. Welcome.
It's just this large pool of liquid lava bullshit. I can talk. Sorry, what the hell's happening here? And who am I blowing up? Where's here?
Don't blow up in here because you'll kill me, and I don't know where we are.
Okay.
And I think this is probably a good place to cut it. You're sitting in the room. We will pick up from there. The sorceress, after a few more minutes of you guys debating, appears in the room with you. Alrighty, I think this is about a good place to shut her down.